And I believe we are live. Oh,
Welcome to the It's Always Saturday podcast, because when you're with the boys, it's always Saturday.
it is always Saturday. This is already scuffed. Ian, was that like a little like alarm that went off? Like I heard a faint ding, or you hit
Yeah,
something.
that was my
We
watch.
got alarms going. Ian was chewing a snack when I asked if we were good. My camera isn't loading. We are thriving today. We got Bobby going sicko mode in the corner. Ian, you munching Welch's?
I got the Welch's. I got
Mm-hmm.
this. It's called a Z bar. It's for kids.
Nice. What you steal that from a
At
kid
Kid
or what?
Bar.
Yeah, I just went out. There was a kid walking like in the sidewalk in front of my house, and I just walked upside and I was like, "Give me your lunch." And unfortunately, it's already past lunchtime, so he'd already eaten most of it. That's what he had left, though.
damn. That's. It's a shame that we have our podcast so late every Wednesday at 8:30. If you wanted
I know.
to,
I know. It's truly unfortunate.
You waited
devastating.
way too long to introduce me because I was just shaking and I wasn't going to stop until you introduced me, and now I'm mad dizzy.
Nice, mad dizzy for the glizzy. Bobby, you got some sunflower seeds you're munching. How's that?
Pretty good, but I'm more excited about something else.
What are you more excited for?
Tomorrow.
Also, Fluffy says hello. We remember Fluffy. Hello, Fluffy.
Hello, Fluffy. Tomorrow is the start of football season, and I am here for it.
Nice.
Mm. Who's playing Thursday night football?
Texans and Chiefs.
Actually-
I drafted my fantasy team last night. I'm good. I'm winning the league this year.
Oh yeah,
Kick some ass.
who do you have on your team?
I got Kyler Murray at quarterback. I got
Okay.
I got Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, Terry McLaurin, and Juju at receiver.
Hmm.
At running back, I got Miles Sanders, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Antonio Gibson, and I forget who else.
Hmm.
But
What they don't tell you is that I forget which teams you said, but one of them is actually just me. I will be on the field
Shit.
taking on an entire field. They'll never predict it. The only difference is that I'm allowed a rifle, so I can just mow them down and just run with the ball. That is the secret.
what if you accidentally pop the ball with the shotgun?
Well, that's
Then
part
you're
of that's part of it, Bobby. Have you never played shot ball? Come on.
Shit, I never said the shot ball season. I said the football season.
Oh,
Spencer.
y'all, my bad. I got fucked up.
Come on, Spencer.
I'm
Oh,
Get
trying.
it together.
Listen. Lads, what drugs have we done this week?
Well, oh,
What
drugs.
drugs? Yeah, drugs.
I actually haven't done any drugs this week. Are you guys
Wow.
proud of me? I know.
I'm so proud. I just told you that one chick looked old because she smoked weed, and you're like, well, I guess I'm not going to smoke weed anymore.
That is not what I said.
It was a very sudden turnaround between the 2 points.
No, it wasn't.
Bobby, what drugs have you done lately?
The relentless pursuit of dopamine.
Okay, so
Nice.
jerking off, nice. Beating it, we like it. This week.
Sometimes
Yo,
Bobby gets me to
I
do
had
his
a-
dick for him.
I had a beer this week.
You had a
It's
beer?
crazy shit.
Holy shit, Bobby. You have a problem. I think you've actually gone too far this time.
I'm out of control.
I honestly,
And guess what? I did it when my parents weren't home.
holy fuck.
Oh my gosh. An
Bobby.
unsupervised beer. Bobby.
Bobby, as an adult, as a legal adult who can just do that whenever, that is the most insane thing I've ever heard in my life.
I got so drunk I was just kicking my dog through the skylight on top of our house. Bro, my dog met the moon.
Bro, you have a delightful dog. I remember meeting your dog. You have a great dog. And that is a
Oh, thank you.
hefty
Thank
dog.
you very much.
So you got a powerful leg on you there, Bobby.
She's a decent sized dog.
Man, what's your dog's name again?
Molly. 'Cause I
Molly.
popped it.
Don't say
Get it?
that about your dog. Don't say that about your dog.
But
Yo,
I did it.
Bobby's just talking about how he likes to eat dogs.
Bro, popping mad
Hey, hey.
glizzies.
Hey.
Okay, we're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
Mm.
I'm mad. Y'all know
Oh.
my grandpa was on the podcast. I think I may have already
Mhm.
brought this up, but my grandfather stole my fucking dog, and I am mad about it. It is such.
Mm.
Bobby, have I already told you about this?
Yeah, I heard about this.
Alright. This is devastating. I probably said it on the podcast before. I forgot. My bad, guys. I thought it was a good transition.
um, boys, I got a question.
hmm
How far do you think Shaquille O'Neal could punt a fifth grader?
A fifth grader. I'm gonna Google the
Mhm.
average size of a fifth grader. Is this cheating if I Google this?
No, you
I'm
can't.
gonna
You
say
just Google like how much the fifth grader weighs. That wouldn't be cheating, but you can't look up how far could Shaquille O'Neal
Is
punt a
there
fifth grader.
is there a
I'm gonna
science to
say
this? Is there an answer?
I don't know.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10 to 13 yards.
10 to 13 yards. How tall is here? Let's look. How tall is your boy Shaq?
And it says
I think
the
he's like
average fifth grader is 56 or 57 inches tall. What's the average? I forgot how to spell. Wait, we're learning shit on this podcast. Okay, they weigh 103 pounds on average.
God.
So like, so here's my hypothetical. Can Shaq like position the child on his foot and then launch it, or does he have to go for a running start and kick?
No, that's not how a punt works. You hold it in the air, you drop it, and then you kick it at a midair.
Okay.
So how much did you say the average fifth grader weighs?
103 pounds.
What? No.
Yeah, they're not
No
small.
way.
They're like 10 years old.
These kids fat.
I don't think my brother weighs 100 pounds.
I think your brother might be a
He's in
little
the
underweight.
7th grade.
Your brother's in the 7th grade?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I thought Cordell was like 7.
Yeah, bro. I thought Cordell was like in grade 2.
I know he was like 2 weeks ago, and now he's like
He just skipped a few. That's wild.
he's just going to like parents will say, oh, they grow up so fast. Like I remember when Cordell was like 10 months old. It wasn't that long ago, okay?
It was like yesterday.
Apparently it was a fucking minute ago, because goddamn.
Yeah.
Well, I think,
Oh my gosh.
because I think like when
Okay.
I was 10, I was probably like pushing like 150, 160 pounds.
Did
When
you guys
I-
know when Mike Tyson was 13, he was 190 pounds?
God damn.
I mean that sounds
not
about
to,
right. That sounds about right for me.
I also was gonna say not to brag, but I was heavier. I was pushing 235 at 13. Not to brag, just childhood obesity things. Y'all can't relate.
Bro,
Were you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I knew that you had I knew that you were fat as a kid. I didn't know you were that fat as a
Bro,
kid.
it's
Oh
just
my
because
god.
legit, I was just tall and like it proportioned mostly like in my legs. So if I wore baggy jeans, I was like, oh, he's just kind of large. But nah, I was thick.
Okay. So Shaq is 7'1" and he weighs 325 pounds. So
bro, I'm literally heavier than Shaq. I am ashamed.
Nice. Bro, that means you can take him. You think, bro, you've won.
Bro,
You beat Shaq.
Bro, I need to do better.
Bro,
I need to get rid of this extra weight. I expanded in high school. I came into high school at 265 pounds, and I left high school at 360.
it's those biddies, man.
I got big fat.
You're
Well,
living.
actually, Shaq's like 400 pounds.
Oh, thank God. Oh, my God. Bro.
When he was like at his peak, like
Oh.
in the NBA, he was like 325.
So Shaq's slipping.
So how far do you think he could punt a fifth grader? Because if he's 400 pounds, that fifth grader weighs about the same as like one of his legs.
I'm
think
still going about. I'm
here's
still
my
going about.
science. Here's my science proposition. Well, because like a yard is longer than a meter, so that's like
No, a yard is shorter than a meter.
isn't I don't know what the fuck a yard is.
A
Anyway,
meter is a meter is 3 yards.
oh, whack. Because I saw yardsticks and I thought a yard was about okay. I'm just a dumbass. Let's not talk about this. But I feel like if they weigh this about the same, I think they would cancel out and both would implode. I think Shaq would lose his leg and the child would evaporate. I think that's what would happen if he tried to punt it. So, negative? I don't know. Just negative as a blanket statement is my answer. What do you got, Ian?
I think that Shaq would be able to punt a 5th grader probably. I'm going to say 8 to 10 yards. That's what I'm going to say. 8
This
to
is
10
excellent.
yards.
This is a great way to
he's-
transition into our next segment where we actually have a 5th grader and Shaquille O'Neal to prove whatever we're trying to talk about.
I think, yes.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, so Spencer, you know that we were talking about me getting a record player?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah. So you know that one that you have that we looked on Amazon? It was like $75.
Yeah.
Well, I had it in my save for later, and it dropped to like $45. So I copped that bad boy.
Nice. Absolutely exceptional. We can go record shopping sometime. Should be fun.
Now that's epic.
I'm gonna
I
tell
was
the
also
Yo.
thinking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We all of us are going. Bobby, you go. We've been chatting for a little.
I was just gonna have a different topic. Sort of relates to the Shaq punching a 5th grader. But I was gonna say, how far do you guys think prime Mike Tyson could punch a basketball? Like if he threw it up in the air and
into
then when
fucking
it came down,
orbit.
Oh,
punched
It wouldn't come back.
damn.
I'm
Like
gonna say
prime Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna say
Ooh.
95 yards.
We just got followed by a man's named Large Whoops. Shout out Large Whoops. What a guy.
Shout out.
Or girl, or neither, or both. Live it up.
Prime Mike Tyson could, I'm gonna say, the length of a football field, from we're gonna say an NFL field, from not including the end zone, end to end.
So 100 yards.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I always
say
forget.
I'm gonna say
Oh, you go, Bobby.
I think I'm gonna say 95.
95.
So almost
He,
the length of the field.
doesn't quite make it.
Like-
Okay. Do you
Like,
guys know
We do also have
Francis
some
Ngannou?
interesting. Don't you even start with Francis Ngannou. So here's what we're gonna do. So we got a message in chat from Kinkin426. Also, Large Whoop says they're an attack helicopter. That's fun.
Nice.
They've said which is better, cats or dogs, and then a very interesting question: how many cats are equal to one dog? And they've said they have 7 cats. I also want to hear all of their cats' names in chat. But
Okay, before we start on this, I want to talk about Francis Ngannou just a little bit, okay?
okay.
Francis Ngannou can punch hard enough to lift a 165-pound man 3 feet into the air. So if he uppercutted
Pussy.
a
Who can't?
165-pound man, so like if he uppercutted, like, Spencer, you're like 170, 175?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, so he could launch you like a little bit less than like 3 feet into the air, which is insane.
That's horrifying. That's
That's
very scary
so-
to me.
That's terrifying. They measured this through like a punch machine, but he like hit it a couple times, and they said the guy looks at it and goes, like, we have genuinely never had, like, across the world using this punch machine, because it's like a synced up data system. We have never had anybody punch this hard. Like, he broke the record by like a fucking lot. And they also rattled off another stat that Francis Ngannou could light the power that Francis Ngannou's punches produce could light up all of the lights in 27.
He could produce enough electricity for a light in 27 homes. That
To
is
light up, no, not just a light in 27 homes,
no.
every light in 27 homes.
That's what I meant. Not one light bulb 27 times.
For how long? For how long?
They didn't say for how long, but
I'm
even if it
assuming
was
a
just like
full year.
for even if it was just like for like a flicker, that's impressive. Like, oh my gosh.
I could
If
do
you guys
that.
don't know who Francis Ngannou is, those of you who are watching, Francis Ngannou is a heavyweight UFC fighter. He's like 6'4", 265.
He's
Absolute
terrifying.
animal.
So
I
we
mean,
talked
He's
about
a number one. He's a number one contender right now and should be fighting Stipe, and I'm excited.
I mean, I could do that. I'm just built different. And,
Listen, I'm just not like the other Francis.
One more really quick thing. Opinions on the Travis Scott burger.
Not funny. It's
Aw.
listen. Here's
Bobby, you got so sad.
Here's the thing. It's like it's there. It's sort of like it's almost like it's like abject horror. It's there. It's fine. It's like it's something that you make fun of. It itself is not a meme. That is my stance.
I want to go to a McDonald's and order it, but I'm not gonna be like, it's lit. I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, can I get the Travis Scott burger, but don't put it on my receipt as the Travis Scott burger.
You just want to be low. You just want to be keep the wraps on it.
I'm just
But
gonna be
also,
like,
people have
I'm just gonna
asked
be
us a
like-
question. The people are demanding answers. How many cats are equal
Okay.
to a dog? How many dogs are equal to a child? That is where we're at now.
Ooh.
okay, so dogs are better than cats and children. So like it would have to take like 1 million cats equal 1 dog, and children are even worse. So it would take like 2 million kids to be like 1 dog.
Solid.
I'm gonna
I feel like that's a
say-
very healthy attitude.
I'm gonna say 5 cats to equal 1 dog and 3 dogs to equal 1 child.
So 15 cats to a child?
Yes.
I'm comfortable with that. I can get on board with that.
But
So-
wait, like in what circumstance are they saying like how many cats are like the same amount of work that you would need for 1 child?
I
Or is
don't
it
know.
Just, like, to be
I
better as.
In my mind, it's
Ooh.
just what feels right. Well,
Okay.
This is also a good question, so I'd appreciate you shooting a follow to see you around more. But like, what are the? Oh, okay. They actually, Kinkin has provided circumstance. So based
Okay.
on the responsibility to care for them, the love and connection you feel towards them, and the reward of having them in your life.
What's the name for this person?
Kinkin or Kinkin, 426.
It's Kinley.
Oh, it's Kinley.
It's 100% Kinley.
Nice. Created an account 8 minutes ago. Hello, Kinley.
Hi, Kinley.
Hi, Kinley. I've
I
met
was
you, like,
actually-
once.
Kinley, I saw that one of your cats was Happy Feet, and I was like, oh, no way. Large Whoops also knows that it's Kinley. Created
What?
an account 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
Kinley,
well,
how
It
is
must be. It must be Caleb.
That would be very funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and answer the question. Like cats, I don't have one because my mom is allergic. But I feel like I have friends with cats, and they don't do anything. They just lay around. Literally, all you have to do is make sure they don't die. So I think you would have to have like 20 cats or something to have the amount for 1 child. Dogs, on the other hand, are a lot more rambunctious. So I think you could have maybe, I don't know, like 5 dogs to be the amount of like 1 child. Because all I've ever heard from parents is like, kids, you gotta have them because they're good, but like they're not like I've heard kids are like the worst. So like
I'm actually my mother's allergic to children, so we're not allowed to have those in the house.
damn.
If it's work, I would.
It's work and then reward for the work.
Huh.
Like, the amount of effort you have to put in, not just to care for them, but the amount you personally feel a reward from caring for them.
Well,
I don't think that there's any amount of reward that could get you from like dogs and cats that could get you to like the reward of like properly raising a child. I don't think that there's any
Ian,
amount
how
of
do you
dogs or
properly
cats.
raise a child? Let's talk about this.
So you
make
start
sure they're
off
not
when
a
they
serial killer.
come out of the womb,
You just
you
clock 'em.
immediately
Bop them once. Make sure, let them know they gotta stay on their fucking toes. You just one free hit. That's the rule.
as soon as they're out of the womb, well, actually, before they're out of the womb, as you know, your wife or husband, whichever, goes into labor, you begin playing "My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy" by Kanye West. So as they come into the world, it's like angels are making music right in that hospital room, and then you take them home. And you know, people say, listen, get your child to listen to Beethoven like when they're sleeping, like it'll make them smarter.
Kanye is the
Bullshit.
modern Beethoven.
I don't believe it. They need to be on a rotation of Kanye West, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Biggie Smalls,
Biggie.
Jay-Z, and Pac. That's the only thing that they get to listen to from ages 0 to 18. Hey, there's Pac. Love it.
Look at that.
But
anyways, so that's what they get to listen to. As soon as they can crawl, you enroll them in martial arts, obviously.
just karate chopping other kids in the playground.
I can't wait for Ian to produce a child, presumably just by having a smaller Ian split off of him, and then raise it into be the most powerful Ian in existence.
And then you teach them about responsibility. You teach them your ways in the drug trade.
Yeah.
Bobby relates to that one.
You teach them about respect. You teach them about firearms. You teach them about loyalty. You teach them about sex. You teach them about
nice. I hope that talking about firearms and sex is the same conversation. That's what my grandpa did.
And then right as they turn 18, you sit them down and you say, son, daughter, or neither, why are you against gay sex?
Exactly. This is just, so far this path is just the path I was on that my grandfather has told me. Also, we've been given hints as to the identity of who Large Whoops is. They've given us 3 clues. 1, they are into e-boys, but not the kind you're thinking. 2, they put on obnoxious shoes regularly. And 3, their least favorite fruit is a long fruit.
This is just Spencer. Spencer, are you also in the chat with a different account?
You cracked the code. My shoes are obnoxious occasionally, not regularly. That is the only difference between me and this individual. Bobby, do you have a guess?
Shoes.
No, not a guess. I was just gonna say talk about the amount of reward that you get from raising an animal or a child. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm against having kids. Obviously, that could not for everyone. I just don't want them. And not for, if you want to have kids, have kids. I couldn't give less of a shit, but I don't want them because I'm not really a huge fan of kids. They kind of annoy me. Well, actually, no, because my mom, she runs a day home, so there's kids always in the house, and there's one kid. She's 1 year old. She's a little baby, and she's really cute, and I like her. But
fuck all the rest of them. Bobby punched
screw all the rest of them. But no, okay, so when I hear parents be like, "Oh, it's such a hard job, but you'll love it," it's okay, but then it's kids take up so much extra of your income, and then and then you hear parents like, "You stole my youth," and it's like, oh gosh. And then they're like,
Bobby,
and-
was this a thing that happened to you? Are you
No,
just
it didn't
reliving
happen
a
to me, but-
conversation?
It
Like,
didn't happen to me.
there was a lot of weight to that. Oh God! Like I felt like you were. I felt like I was there. Like,
No, no, it didn't happen to me, but like I hear that's like a common thing of like, you stole my youth, or it's like, God, I regret having kids. Like I don't want to take that chance because it's not like a dog where you can just like give it up for adoption. It's like whatever, it's a dog. It's
you
like
can do that with a kid. You can just,
Well,
bro. This is the thing.
yeah,
You can
but
adopt
the diff-
kids. You can be like, fuck you.
Can't, no, you can, but the difference is you didn't make that dog. That kid is literally biologically connected to you.
What
The
do you
dog's
mean I
not.
didn't make that dog?
I found some sticks and glue and I made a dog. It's real, Bobby. How dare you?
But no, so
How
it's like,
dare
while the
you.
reward might be greater, where like, oh yeah, I raised a kid, and they're like a good member of society. It's like, okay, well my dog's a lot cuter and he doesn't bite people, so suck it. And he doesn't take up as much of my income. He's a lot nicer to me because he doesn't go through puberty and phases and all that stuff. And he's just better than your child. So I am all
You're a
for-
dog mom, Bobby. You're one of those white women that like drinks wine at too early in the day, and
Okay.
and you just talk about how your dog is just like, listen, you have a Jeep.
didn't
You're gonna,
need it.
Bobby. Here's what's gonna happen in your life. You're gonna shave your head again, but this time fully bare. You're gonna start putting on makeup. You're gonna end up having a Jeep. It's gonna be bright pink. You're gonna have a dog that's very small and another dog that's very large, and you think you're gonna be really funny because you do that. And then you're just gonna go about your life and you'll be like, wow, it's a good thing I don't have kids. Kids are disgusting and I hate them.
So why did you just have to reveal all of my secrets on the podcast like that?
Bobby,
just-
it's for your own good. This is a future that we're trying to prevent.
Also, we've
Okay,
been
fine,
called
but
out
what
for
if-
the fact that it's a Wednesday,
Okay,
and
fine, but
Hey, chat, shut the fuck up. Nobody
collection
asked,
of
okay?
rodents.
It's Saturday. It's Saturday, okay? Don't even. Oh,
There's one
Okay,
rule,
gotta
but-
get me heated.
and the rule is that it's always Saturday. I don't know if you can't
Exactly.
read the goddamn title.
Always Saturday when you're with the boys. Did you not listen to the intro? Ugh.
Are you not?
Disgusting.
real quick, what if the Jeep that I have is lime green and I just have Great Danes instead of one big and one small dog? That would
That-
make me so much different.
No,
right?
that's the same character.
Right?
That's a reskin of the same character. You.
Bobby just wants to be Joe Bennett from The Office.
Exactly.
No, I probably will end up having kids if I'm being honest, because like my mind will probably change because I don't really know. I'm 18. I'm not like exactly
Homie,
or anything.
homie's like, I don't want kids, but like in the future, I'd want kids.
Yeah,
Maybe,
that's
I don't
that's
know.
what fucks me up. Is I've seen so many people being like, "Oh, I don't want kids." No shit. If like my dad had his first kid when he was married and had a pregnant wife when he was 17. That would suck
Nice.
ass. I'm 18, soon to be 19. I would not want a kid right now at all. I would absolutely want a kid later. But right now, nuh-uh. That's fuck.
Okay. I just want to say this. In the words of Dave Chappelle, women can have the right to an abortion, but men have the right to abandon the motherfucker.
Exactly. There we go.
Hey,
That's so funny. That bit starts off with these like, I'm not for abortion, but I'm also not against it. It all depends on who I get pregnant.
Oh, Large Whoops got the big brain play. They want 3 kids so they can have weekly Olympic pedestal rankings, which I think is very
Nice.
funny. Having your children compete in sporting events just so they can compete with one another. That'd be a
found
fun
this
therapy
great
session.
idea for his
Yo.
children.
You've
Okay,
given Ian an idea, and this is a bad thing.
No, it's not an idea. I have a point off that. Bobby, you know Christian McCaffrey.
Love that guy.
I
I
have
just
no
said that
idea.
like I know him personally. He's just badass.
Yeah, he's a champion. But so for those of you who don't know, Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Carolina Panthers, is very, very good, very, very good running back.
Like his mom,
Especially considering that he's white. And I saw an interview
You say that
with
like
his
it's a fucking
parents.
handicap. That's so funny. Like just referring to
Hey,
sports.
I saw a
It is.
stat the other day. A white cornerback has not started a game in the NFL since 2003. 2003. That was 17 years ago.
That's so crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Especially
Like, being
considering
white-
he's white. We should
Like,
get
being white
handicap
at a-
parking. We should get handicap parking. Fucking honestly.
Listen. Like being white at a skill position is a handicap. The only positions that you can succeed at if you're white are O-line and linebacker and kicker. That's,
QB.
and maybe QB. Yeah, but other than that, you're done.
Nice.
What I was saying was, so Christian McCaffrey's parents, I saw an interview with them, and that's what they do on a weekly basis. They rank their
rank them.
children. They rank them, and like they don't keep it a secret. Like they rank them to their faces.
Nice.
And it's
How
like
can-
it's not like like you're my favorite this week. This is like an organized thing. Like you're number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3.
I don't understand how Christian is never not number 1. He's like the highest paid running back in the NFL.
I
and
know.
the rest of them are still just kind of in college. If he's not like number 1 every week, they're not doing their job right. He is clearly the best of their kids. It's like, ooh, you were nice to me this week. No, shut up. Your kid ran for 200 yards against like an NFL team.
Here's my thought: is that would either make a child incredibly like driven to be the best, or that would just be like, wow, this is a horrifying circumstance. Like,
I've been in last place for 3 years now.
yeah, like I'm an only child, and sometimes I don't think I'm the favorite. Like,
It's so funny because Carolina's whole offensive scheme is just give the ball to Christian McCaffrey.
And they still can't stop him.
I know, he's an animal.
and then because his mom's in the stands being like, run faster or you'll only be number 2, fucker, keep going.
He's just like,
He's going. And she's
We
like,
still
"You're
need to figure out the identity of what was his name?
Kinkin.
No, we already know Kinkin.
I
'cause
don't
that's
think
Kinley.
Kinkin's Kinley, because Kinley does not have 7 cats. Or does Kinley? Kinley actually might have 7 cats. I know that there was some cats being handed out.
Who's the like Big Whoops? Is that the
So we
other
have
name?
Large Whoops, excuse you.
Oh, a large Whoops.
Large
My
Whoops is
bad.
the
I
one
apologize.
who's into e-boys, put on obnoxious shoes, and least favorite fruit is a long fruit.
yo, large whoops. Give us a hint.
Oh,
Who-
long fruit. That's. Oh, is it Jane?
What?
Did Jane
Doesn't
make it?
Jane?
Because long fruit, banana, obnoxious shoes. Jane would use the word obnoxious for normal shoes.
Oh, she would.
And e-boys. Butler is like a wannabe e-boy.
Oh, is Eric Anderson an evil though?
Oh, e-boys, Eric boys.
Oh,
I'm a
So it
genius.
is Jane.
I'm
It
a
is Jane.
genius.
Wow, we figured it out. Look at us go.
That also explains why they say I think one dog is equal to one cat when they're not, because they just don't like any animals.
Yeah.
They don't like. You don't like any
When
animals?
Jane hates animals.
like
hate you.
when
I
you
hate you,
joked
Jane.
about punching your dog through the skylight, Jane does that on a regular basis.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
And Butler just cries.
Hey.
Butler's just like, stop it.
Yeah. By her dog, we are referring to Eric Butler.
No, Eric Butler is her dog. He's like, stop kicking me.
Yo, have you guys seen that one girl? I think she's on TikTok, but she basically is just like pretends to be this guy's dog, and she
Ew.
makes
She
like
makes six
she
figures
makes
a
like a
month.
yeah, she makes like $100,000 a week or something like that.
Ew. What?
Have you
Well,
not, Spencer? Have you not seen this?
I have not seen the dog woman. What the
And
fuck?
it was
like,
so funny because like when it initially came out, everyone was like, "That's like what the heck? Like, why would you ever do that? Like, why would you want somebody to do that for you? Why would you do that for somebody?" And then it came out that she makes like $100,000 a week, and they were like, "You know what? I'd do it."
Yeah. Well, no shit. You'd have to be a moron not to.
like,
Yeah.
like she
I
wears
don't.
a leash. Like she wears a leash. She eats out of a bowl and walks around on all fours and just goes like, and just makes dog noises. And like she just makes bank, and it's like, I'd do it.
That's fucking insane. I okay, you know there's that video that was out a little while ago where it was like those people that dressed like horses and they'd have like the weird leather horse masks and like they would like have other people that would tie rickshaws on them.
Yeah.
I remember I saw that video once and I cried. I don't know why. The idea of like a person pretending to be an animal for like sexual reasons make me like viscerally sad, and I don't know why. It just
I thought you meant like crying, laughing, and I'm like, oh,
no.
that's reasonable. But no,
It
it
was
just
like
genuinely just like
it was
made
like
you really sad.
it wasn't, it was like an allergic reaction. Like I don't know what the fuck it was, but I was getting hives, my eyes were watering. Well, cuz like crying is just when your body's overwhelmed by emotion. Like it doesn't have to be sadness, like it can just be whatever. So I don't know what the fuck I was overwhelmed by, but I was frightened. Collection of rodents. Don't just say the goat people. That's so ominous. Don't just say goat people. This is horrifying. You know, you're looking at memes.
I No, I wasn't looking at memes. I want to run a proposition by you guys. So I was thinking about starting like a music review, like for the podcast, like where I would review, like not review, because I wouldn't want to do like albums that had like just come out. I think it would be more like a breakdown or like an analysis of like albums that I like, and I would like record it, and then it wouldn't be like a live thing, but I would like record it and edit it and then do it like that. And I'd like
Ian, I think I've created an idea. So you want to do like a sports thing, you want to do a music thing. I think you should have a show called Ian's Show and Tell, where you just find a thing you like, you research about it, and you just talk about it. It can be whatever.
See,
Music be like
I wanted to do the sports show, but I want to do the sports show live, and I can't do that from my house because the Wi-Fi is not good.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we could.
But this wouldn't be live. I would just record it.
Also an option. We can do this. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Collection of Roads is saying breakdown, breakdown. How about this, Chad?
Who?
We got I think 5 viewers if OBS is correct, which it usually isn't. Can you Is this an interesting idea? Ian breaks down music from the position of a hip hop snob, which he is.
I prefer just music snob in general.
A3. Nice. I asked for ones or twos, one being yes, two being no. We've got 1-3 so far. So we'll count that as a vote for both. 3 viewers. Oh, thank you, Collection of Rats. Cause yeah, that's why. I remember I told you that like I like have the viewers thing off a lot of the time. It's because it is not reliable. Bobby, why are you punching your phone?
Bro, I just couldn't hold on to it. I was dropping it.
You're just that was a fucking journey. I feel like I traveled through Bobby.
Yeah.
All right, lads. Here's the
By
thing.
what?
Oh yeah, Bobby, go ahead.
By what part of someone's body would you least like to be struck with, like in a fight?
In a fight, I feel like ankle. If somebody bought me with like, if they got a good spin with the ankle to my head, like, well, I think I also, for reference, if it was like, if you were, how about if I was fighting myself, what would I least want to hit me? And I got some powerful ankles, boys. They are beefy. There's some big bones, some small tendons. That's a lot of hitting force. I wouldn't want to get conked by my ankles.
I would least like to get kneed in the face. If I was in a fight, that would be the one thing I would try to prevent from happening is knees to the face. That would be my Achilles heel.
Is being kneed in the fucking face? Guys, I have this weird, I don't want guys to judge me, but I have a weakness. This is my kryptonite. It's just being blasted in the fucking face by a knee. Like, yeah, I think that's pretty fair, Bobby.
Everything else, fine, good, take it. But knees, no knees.
Knees too far. Can't take a knee.
I would say elbows or knees. Like, if someone gets like in a mount type position and they're like throwing like slashing elbows down, like those are deadly. Like those, like they cut up your face, they'll knock you out, like they're deadly. And then like a knee to the head, like Bobby said, would be really bad, but like knees to the body, oh my gosh. Like when you get like in that clinch position and you take a knee to the body. Anyways.
You got them sharp elbows.
Ooh. Here,
everyone has sharp elbows.
If two knees hit each other really hard, who wins? Like, how do you win? Left knee? Like,
because the right knee is so common. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm right-handed, so you're probably right. So you're probably right knee too."
Bro, imagine playing bloody knuckles with your fucking knees. Like, you just like conk your knees on someone else's knee and just like dinging knees. That's so gross.
What if you did knuckles with some knees?
What if you did bloody knuckles by just headbutting each other?
That's kind of like what like rhinos do, don't they? Bobby, you win, goddamn. You have bloody skulls.
I think mountain goats and rhinos do it where they just charge at each other. Or no, rams. That's why they're called rams, is because they just charge at each other and boom.
They just got a powerful forehead. Lads, can I tell you a story?
Yes.
This is a very brief story, and it's one that I think is really funny, but it's really not that funny. So I was in the kitchen with my mom, and I forget what happened, but she's like, "Hey son, high five." So I high-fived her, and I guess I was really hard, and my mom started crying because this was like several years ago. And
you had a boner high-fiving your mom?
I said she was crying.
What?
What the fuck?
Bro, you said
what?
I went to go high-five her, and I was really hard.
Like the hit was hard. Bobby! No!
Spencer's just walking around his house, walks into the kitchen where his mom is. His schmeat just hard as a rock.
That's why my mom gave me a high five.
Like,
she's like,
what are you?
She's like, nice one, son.
She starts crying,
nice, like raging erection you got there.
She just starts.
Howdy, kiddo.
Okay, what I heard from that was I went to high five her and I was really hard and she started crying and I was like, did she just feel like
that's even funnier than her congratulating you. She just breaks down into tears.
It's like me when I saw the fucking horse people. I'm just there crying. Oh fuck.
Okay, you can continue with your story now.
That was the whole story. It was just one time I high-fived my mom really hard and she cried. And that was it. But we've changed the context of this story now. I'm gonna have like dementia when I'm like 85, and I'm just gonna be in the wheelchair, be like, I remember in 2017 I had a boner and high fived my mother until she cried. Bring me more pudding. And that's just what I'm gonna say on repeat, and that's gonna be the only sentence in my head until I die. That is my goal for old age.
I just had the image of you walking like into the kitchen, and like you could just like touch the door with your dong like from like the entryway, and your mom just sees this and she's just like, why are you like this? And she starts crying.
Yeah.
and you're just like, hey mom, up top.
Why'd you make me sound like Sonic the Hedgehog? You know who doesn't get enough clout? Knuckles. Knuckles was the best character in the Sonic franchise. He's a champion. He can run as fast as Sonic and can punch harder. That means he's better. And he gets...
Can he run as fast as Sonic? I thought that was the whole point, is that he was slower, but he hit harder.
Nah, man. Like, if you play the games, he keeps up.
Okay, but the...
Are you arguing with me on
game-
Sonic lore right now? I'm gonna Google the
the
top
lore-
speeds.
In the Sonic fanfic, in the Spencer fanfic where he walks into the kitchen, rocks
Oh my gosh. Someone needs to write a fan fiction about Spencer just kitchen and high-fiving his mother just with a raging erection.
Yeah, can we get more Spencer Boner fanfics? Please link them in chat. Okay, so Sonic's top speed is the speed of sound, which I assume is why his name is Sonic, which is 767 miles per hour. Okay, so in the article it says, for all purposes, we're assuming Sonic's top speed is 767 miles per hour. The speed of sound, that's fast. Okay.
It's not. I can go faster. I'm different.
Okay, so the rate of the rate of Knuckles' strength is equal to the rate of how fast Sonic can run, because Sonic can run between Mach 1 and Mach 5, which means Knuckles can effectively lift between 100 and 500 metric tons.
Yo.
So, you know
Ian,
what?
you have to
Fuck
catch up.
running.
I agree. Okay,
Never
no,
mind.
Like, who cares if you can run fast? Ooh, you ran fast. Like, all that matters is if you can lift a truck ton of weight and punch people out. Ooh, I can run fast.
Okay, but but let's say you rob a bank and the cops show up. You're just gonna
Pick
be
up the
waddling
bank
down
and
the
run
street.
nearly as fast as Sonic. That's what Knuckles
Yeah.
can do. Fuck
Oh,
all the
shit,
rest
that's
of them.
true. Oh shit, that's true. So
Like-
he can run like 600 miles an hour.
He can pick, I don't know, like, what did I just say? 500 metric tons? I just need a frame of reference. How much is 500 metric tons?
Well, isn't a ton 1,000 pounds or 1,000
Yes.
kilograms?
Yeah.
A ton is
Well, so
two- a
it's
ton is-
it's half a
ton is
million
2,000
kilograms.
pounds. A ton
Half a
is
million
a ton
kilograms.
Ooh,
is-
Jane has thrown out some. If he can run 120, 11.2 kilometers per hour, he can escape the gravity of the Earth. So potentially Sonic can just run upwards and be gone.
Nice. That's kind of cool.
a ton is 2,000 pounds.
2,000?
2,000.
Oh yeah, well yeah, okay, 2,000 pounds. I mean, what the fuck? What weighs half a million kilos or 1,000,000 pounds? What
My
weighs?
dick.
Nice.
I'm just on tonight. Like,
So he can carry how much?
Effectively like 1,000,000 pounds.
Okay, but like how many tons?
500 tons.
500?
Yeah, 500 metric tons. That's 3 blue whales.
good shit.
Nice. What a discovery we've come across here, lads.
This is we're just real intellectuals, okay?
We've researched on this podcast. Last week we found out that motherfucking you can eat the wrappers on Starbursts. Today we have learned that Knuckles can carry 3 blue whales, and I feel like those are equally relevant information for our day-to-day lives.
As do I.
Yeah.
Oh, a ton is 2,000 pounds, but a metric ton is 1,000 kilograms.
Which is more than 2,000 pounds.
It is. Let's get some math going here, boys.
God, no, I failed it twice.
Which class did you fail twice?
Math 10C.
And who was your teacher? Was it Van Drunen?
No, it was the first time it was Mr. McDonald, and the second time it was Mr. Tompkins.
Mm.
And then I went back to McDonald a second time, and then passed. And then I went to Van Drunen, and then a beautiful relationship blossomed.
And you passed?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Because if you had Van Drunen both times and failed twice, we could blame it on Van Drunen, and that'd be funny.
Let's blame him anyway. Let's create a new narrative.
That's what I was gonna say. We'll just blame him anyway, because this is all his fault. He didn't come on the podcast.
Yeah,
He's-
screw you, Mark.
He's a son of a bitch, but I feel like we have made some interesting discoveries. I feel like we should end the podcast here, and we can do some gaming after or something. I think
I have to
that.
do school.
Ew. I also probably should do
Disgusting.
school.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Anyway, we should call her a night. Thank you for the folks that viewed live. We'll do some gaming after, because we got some viewers at the moment. Oh, Fez just rolled up. Oh, that was a complicated sentence, so I'm not going to try to read it. We're going to go for the night. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We're going to try to do some more gaming streams. We'll catch you in the next one. Be sure to check out the podcast Instagram at So It's Saturday Podcast. This will be up on YouTube, Spotify, everything on Friday. And if you're one of the people watching this or listening, not live, we do this live every Wednesday at 8:30. So we'll see y'all then. See you later, comrades. Have a good one. Good night.